I thought we can all see the screen. So we'll do a forecast. We'll try doing a forecast of the Crash 1000, Boom 1000, Boom 500, and Crash 500. I don't know if there's someone among us who trades Crash 300 and Boom 300, but those ones I usually leave them unless when I have a big account. Yeah, it's when I trade the B3 and C3. So we'll get direct. Let's see what we are having on C1. We see on C1 we were trending on these trend line. We touched there, and then here the market went above the trend line. Instead of the trend line, that means that we are we are we are we are we are bullish. Also, you can see that what the market is doing is we are making lower lows and lower highs, uh, uh, yeah, lower low. But there's something interesting that I want us to see over here, and that's an impulse, and then we have these correction. So we have this impulse, and we have our correction, and probably we can have if the market spikes and closes below this trend line, we can look for some nice sales. Yeah, but so um, this is on the 24 hours. Let's check on the 4 hours, and yeah, we see an impulse, and then we've been consolidating. So if at all, if we can close below below this low over here, then we can get some nice sales. But also, since we saw that we are we are we are now above these trend line. Also, if we get, let's say, if we get the market coming above there, retesting. Remember, these are our weekly forecast. What you are expecting on this week. So these moves you have to be very patient to get them. So if we break these lows and also do a retest, so then we can get some nice sets. So that's what actually that's the only move that C1 can move. Those are the only two moves that C1 can move. And having doing these during the start of the week, you can wait for you can wait for a reaction within our analysis and tech. So that's it. That's it on C1. Let's check on C5. C5. Let's start with 24 hours. Yeah, okay. On the 24 hours, for those who've been joining our class, we saw this impulse correction, and then we had this impulse, and we had the market rejecting, rejecting at this zone, and we have a kind of a console, kind of a bigger consolidation, which sorry, we also saw these. We saw this pattern. Yeah, so this pattern over here, and then it came to this. The market came to this POI over here, and then we rejected. We rejected that. We rejected at this POI over here, and what 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 are we expecting? Let's zoom a bit. Yeah. On the daily, we can say we, we are bearish since we broke this inducement over here, and that confirmed our high. This became a major high. So um, over here we can't really, what we can do is just draw this OB over here. Yeah, and wait. Wait for we might get if this OB will hold, and then we'll start having bullish candles. Then we can buy from there. But also, if this order block turns to be a breaker block, we'll be selling. And if that order block turns to be a breaker block, then this market will really sell, since we don't have the next POI. The next POI that can hold that market will be this one over here. Yeah, but also let's check on 4 hours. Yeah, if that will be, if probably we can get spikes into this, will be we can get some nice some nice buys. Also, remember, this order block over here, it can also turn to be a breaker. It can also turn to be a breaker block. So also over here, let's look for what will happen over on this zone. We can get some sales if we zoom in, and get some nice spikes down. And then also, if this OB will hold, you can go above. Yeah, and also we also look at this uh, order block over here turning into a breaker block. If the market can go above it, retest, also have some nice um, buys. So that's it for C5. Remember, we are not trying to predict where the market will go. That's not our job as traders, but you react. Yeah. So let's look at B1, and B1 has been on an it has been on an uptrend. It has been on an uptrend for the longest, and unless we have a change of character for B1, unless we have a change of character over here, let's look at this inducement over here. Um, we have an inducement over here. These are these are these are we have an inducement here, really? Not really. Yeah. So we just have to look for a change of character before that. Still very much bullish. We are still very much bullish. As you can see, what we're doing is just doing break of structures. We're just breaking structure. That's a break of structure, another break of structure there. Yeah. So still very much bullish unless we have a divergence. We can check it out. So unless we have roughly. Okay. And the 4 hours you can see that we have a divergence. Okay, I'll answer that after this recording. I had someone asking about what divergence is. I'll answer that. Let's go to the 1 hour. So we have a 1 year. We have a divergence of 1 hour. Yeah, and also you see those liquidity lying over here, and you see it has been taken out. So here the liquidity has been taken out. So on boom 1000, if we break inducement, actually it's a confirmed low. Yeah, yeah. If we break this low over here, it's, it's where now we can get some nice sales, because you can also see that the pattern the pattern forming over there. It's kind of a reversal. Let's it's an ascending channel, and we all know that an ascending channel is a reversal, and now we have our divergence. So you break these lows, you can look for some nice sells. Yeah. Yeah. So break these rules. Just can look for some nice sets. But before that, just let it spike. Um, Let it spike however much it would want to. Um, Finally, let's look at Boom 500. You see, just the same way I was telling you about if if B1 wants if B1 won't close those highs and give us a retest, we don't enter. The same it might just continue continue spiking. Yeah, but let's check what we're expecting on the Boom 500. So on Boom 500, this on the 24 hours. Wow. Yes, so on Boom 500, we see there was liquidity lying on these highs, and then basically this is an M. This is an this is an M formation. So B500, we can take cells since we had this liquidity being taken out. And also let's pick for divergence. Not really. Um, Not really the best, but they're not really the best of the. Yeah. So B5 is direct. Let's look this week. We can look for some nice cells. So what happened is we had, you see, yeah, we had an ascending we had an ascending pattern for which it went up being um extended. Yeah. So, and also we've broken through we've broken this trend line, and we see um we see liquidity being taken out, and that M scoop. Let's go on the 4 hours so that you can see it. So yeah, this is usually a nice reversal pattern, especially when it goes to a POI. When it goes to a POI, yep, those are some nice sales, and we can actually look for sales up to the beginning of that, up to the beginning of that pattern. Yeah, it's called the 90% rule. Yep. So you can look for some nice sales this week on Boom 500. But also, let's not be rigid. Let's not be rigid. If we can break these highs and get a retest of these highs, also we can get some some buys. Yep, and buddies, that's it for the forecast. I'll I'll switch off my recording